So my 11-year-old son completely blew my mind this week with his theory about the 2016 election. Hillary is Blanche and Trump is Candela. For those of you who aren't into Pokemon Go, all players join one of 3 teams. Blanche is the leader of Team Mystic. She values strategy, careful planning, and staying calm under pressure. Remind you of anyone?
America's strength doesn't come from lashing out. It relies on smarts, judgment, cool resolve, and the precise and strategic application of power.
She's always very well briefed. She's very smart on policy.
And did you notice that calm and collected tone of voice?
Candela is the leader of Team Valor. She's obsessed with strength, power, and crushing her enemies with a terrifying display of brute force.
I'm going to make our military so strong that absolutely nobody is going to mess with us.
When you get these terrorists, you have to take out their families.
We have to fight so viciously and violently because we're dealing with violent people, vicious people.
So we have one candidate who prides herself on being smart and unflappable, and one that prides strength above all else. But what about the third team in Pokemon Go? Team Instinct is all about trusting your intuition, going with the flow, and basically just being a chill bro. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the American people. In a lot of the Pokemon Go memes floating around, Spark is the dumb one. This is the perfect election metaphor if you're feeling cynical. Hillary and Trump fighting to the death, while the American people quietly eat paste in the background. Sometimes Blanche and Candela are openly contemptuous of their yellow friend, and depending on your political leanings, it's not hard to imagine one or both of the candidates feeling that way about the American public. But in other memes, Spark seems to be the one who is down to earth, while the other 2 team leaders are just way too serious to take seriously. I've seen a bunch of comics where he's dabbing or teaching Pokemon to dab, whereas the other team leaders seem pretty much incapable of joy at all. Here he is trying to order pizza, and nobody will give him a straight answer. He's just a regular guy caught between a power-mad warlord and a super-driven technocrat, and he's struggling to connect with either of them. Perhaps a lot of Americans feel that way this year. So, does this theory tell us anything about who's going to win the election? Well, according to Adobe Digital Insights, 43% of players picked Team Mystic. But that data was from back in late July. Team Valor may have an edge now. They certainly seem to be interested in seizing control of Washington, D.C.